You are listening to the William Gomes Podcast. I am William Gomes, and I am grateful to have you here. Today I want to begin a new series that explores autism with clarity, compassion, and depth. Autism is often described in simple phrases, yet it is one of the most complex developmental differences we know. It is not just a behavioral pattern or a communication style or a sensory profile. It is a way of being in the world, a way of thinking, feeling, perceiving, and relating that begins in early development and shapes a person's experience across their whole life. So in this opening episode, I want to offer a gentle introduction to autism as a whole system difference, something that touches many layers of a person's mind and body, not just the moments we can see from the outside. Autism is usually described through its outward signs, things like communication differences, repetitive movements, a preference for routine or challenges with flexible thinking. But these visible features are only the surface. Beneath them lies a network of deeper differences in processing information, understanding social interactions, and making sense of the sensory world. When we talk about autism in a thoughtful way, we have to look beyond behavior and towards the inner experience that creates these patterns. One important idea is that autism can be understood on several levels. At one level, we have behavior. This is what teachers, parents, and friends see. It is how a child reacts to noise, how they communicate, how they play, and how they move through their day. Behavior is meaningful, but it does not tell the full story. It gives us clues, not explanations. Another level is biology. This includes the way the brain develops, how different regions communicate with one another, and how genes influence development. Biology helps us understand why autism begins so early and why it looks different from person to person. But biology alone cannot explain the richness of autistic experience either. It tells us about structure, not meaning. The third level is cognition. This focuses on how a person thinks, how they interpret language, how they process patterns, how they understand other people, and how they manage uncertainty. Cognitive differences influence everything from emotional understanding to planning and social interaction. They help us see autism from the inside. They help us appreciate how an autistic person learns, reasons, and navigates the world. None of these levels, behavior, biology, or cognition, can fully describe autism on their own. They fit together like a puzzle. When we combine them, we begin to see autism as a developmental difference that shapes how a person experiences life. This whole system view helps us move away from stereotypes and towards real understanding. One of the most important things to remember is that autism is not a single thing. There is no one profile, no one pathway, no one experience. Autism is deeply varied. Some autistic children speak a lot, others speak very little. Some crave sensory input, others avoid it. Some learn quickly in one area and slowly in another. Some find social life exhausting, while others long for connection but struggle to navigate it. This diversity is not a flaw. It is a reminder that autism is a spectrum in the truest sense, not a line from mild to severe, but a pattern of strengths and challenges that is unique to each person. This series will explore autism through these many layers. We will look at how history shaped our early understanding and how modern science has changed the conversation. We will explore cognitive differences, sensory experiences, emotional development, and social understanding. We will talk about gender, identity, and the role of the environment, and we will take a closer look at interventions, how they are evaluated, and what compassionate support can look like for autistic children and adults. My hope is that by taking these ideas one step at a time, we can create a space where autism feels less mysterious and more human, a space where listeners can appreciate the depth, complexity, and beauty of autistic experience without getting lost in jargon or theory, and perhaps most importantly, a space where autistic people feel seen, understood, and valued for who they are. Thank you for listening. This is the William Gomes Podcast. Take care of yourself, stay curious, and I will speak with you again soon.